Hey, good morning, everyone. Welcome to our Thursday morning business training call. Gregory and Robin here in beautiful, snowy Bozeman, Montana. It was 62 degrees yesterday and sunny, and it's probably 32 degrees and snowing right now. So if you don't like the weather, wait 10 minutes. But it's all good. And we have a very special call here for you today. And the subject matter for this call is network marketing as a profession. And yesterday on our weekly directors call, we have a lot of veteran and emerging professionals in network marketing come together. We brainstorm, we share best practices and ideas and wins and amazing stories together. It's a love fest. We love the business, we love each other, we love our profession, and we love our company, we love our products. We just love. Love.
We love her.
We just love. But, the discussion we had yesterday that I'm going to turn over to Robin in just a minute, and she's going to lead this morning's call, is network marketing as a profession. And I know a lot of people say the industry of network marketing. And, we're probably never going to get over that, people referring to it as an industry. But you know what? It's really a profession that serves many industries, okay? Network marketing. And I'm proud to say, I'm 35 years of professional network marketing. Robin's 25 years professional network marketing. Kai Jacobson's 45 years professional network marketing. Maybe you're 1 year, 2 years, maybe you're 1 week, 1 month, but it's an honorable profession. And God bless David Schmidt for being the brilliant scientist, inventor, genius that he is, and also being wise enough to know these products needed to be channeled into the market. So you can think of network marketing as a channel or method of distribution that serves many industries. And our industry in wellness, and specifically our technology of phototherapy, the primary technology we have now, but God only knows what God and David have in store for us down the road. But we are, excuse me, leading edge health sciences company that strategically chose network marketing as the best way to get these products to the most people at the lowest possible cost, because we eliminate the middlemen, don't we? And that's why we have such a juicy compensation plan, because we are the middlemen and women, aren't we? So network marketing is a profession. I'm proud to turn it over to my professional network marketing wife, Robin. And I'll just say her story for you. Years ago, someone told.
Don't tell my story.
Okay, she wants to tell her own story. Hold on just 1 second. We're gonna spotlight you. This is good enough to spotlight.
Okay.
So let me put the spotlight on Robin. There she is.
Good morning,
And isn't she
everyone.
looking great? She's recovering.
I can touch my head. Okay. Good morning, and thank you, Gregory. And, we're looking at what would be really supportive for people, because when I wanted to share my story, and I want to thank Gregory, because he said, if you treat it like a business, it'll make you money. If you treat it like a hobby, we'll take care of that noise there. It'll cost you money. And so we are very proud to be professionals. So I do want to share my story of how I got into this, because many people end up in this the way I did and became an accidental leader. I had been in 25 or so years ago. A friend introduced a product to me. I was going through a very difficult time in my life. I was dealing with grief in a very, very serious, intense way. I had never had depression in my life. It was bad. And a friend shared a product with me, and it changed my life. And I couldn't not share. And so before I knew it, I had a business, and every month my check kept doubling, and I didn't know anything about this business model. I really didn't. I had heard things and I had perceived things, but every month my check kept doubling, and I probably went through every landmine you can go through and did everything wrong. My upline knew nothing. They had no background in this business. I had no tools. I was just effusively sharing. And before I knew it, I became an accidental leader. So something dawned on me one day that I think I better learn about this business. And this is the reason we're doing this call, is to really inspire and invite each and every one of you to become a student of what this business model is. And yesterday, Liz asked, what's the difference between, excuse me, a profession and an industry? And Gregory, you talked about that. So when you think about professions, you think about, oh, there's a sales manager, a customer service person, a VP. Well, we are professional network marketers, and I am very, very proud of that. And some people don't understand what that means, and they have judgment. And I will know when people have judgment, it's that they don't understand. If they looked at the lifestyle of what's available, they might change their mind, but we just get to model it. So today I want to talk about, what does it mean to be a professional in network marketing, and talk about a few of the resources. We're going to invite some of our leaders on to share and talk about it a little bit. So I became a student, and I went to a conference with Gregory, and I met Darren Hardy, and picked up one of his CDs called Making the Shift. And those of you that work with me know that that's the first thing I have anybody do, whether you have background in network marketing or not. And you can find the audio, it's a 90-minute audio in Live Younger Success under the Getting Started tab, under network marketing videos, although it is an audio. Now, I have personally listened to this dozens of times. I've learned something every time. I'm probably due for a revisit. I recommend everyone listen to it. And in that audio, Darren Hardy talks about the mindset necessary to be successful in this profession. Well, what does that mean? You know, your success in another profession does not always translate. This is a different animal. And in conventional business, you become an expert and share your expertise. So someone goes to, excuse me, you go to a professional to have your taxes done, and they are the expert, and you depend on their expertise. But to be a professional network marketer, it's a different animal. And what Darren Hardy says in that audio, and many of you have heard me say this over and over and over again, if you're talking, you're pointing to a tool. And one of the landmines is we talk too much. And I think a lot of you might understand that. When I was first new in this profession, I was so excited. I had the best thing since sliced bread, the best vision, and I was just over effusive. And from that perspective, I actually alienated people instead of engaged people. And, you know, what we love to do is share with our family. Well, for many of us, family's the final frontier. They're not the easiest to get engaged in our business. And I sadly alienated my family because I was over effusive, and they didn't want to have anything to do with any of my products, no matter how great they were. And I got a really hard lesson, because to this day, you know, 20 plus years later, they still don't want to know about my business. They're happy that I'm successful, and it makes me sad, but I'm the one who messed up. So I'm sharing this with each of you so you don't do what I did. And Darren Hardy can really, really make a difference in understanding, how do you be a professional network marketer? What kind of mindset do you have? So I became a student of the business, and Darren Hardy was a huge piece for me. I said, oh my God, if I would have got that when I began, my path would have been very different. You know, as Gregory said, failed enough to win. I mean, I just did everything wrong, pretty much, but I just kept learning and learning and learning. And when I finally, the light bulb went on, I went, this is a different animal. You know, and my past does not translate to help success here. And so, as you've heard us say over and over again, simplicity and duplication equals success. So I became a student. I listened to Darren Hardy. I listened to other, you know, I read books, I listened, I watched, and everything changed. And so what I wanted to do is invite Judy Daniel on to share a little bit, because and I'm going to ask a few of our other leaders, and any of you that want to chime in, you know, what tools and resources have you engaged to really learn about this business model? And I know that one of our practitioners. She's very interested in learning the business and started reading. And she's becoming a student of the business. And that's what I invite everybody to do. So I'd love to hear from, let's start out with Judy. And then if you guys have a favorite book, a favorite person you like to listen to or watch, or an event you've been to that has really helped you learn about this business model, we want to hear. So I invite everyone to have pen and paper handy, because you're going to hear a lot of ideas of things that you might want to engage in. So let me turn things over to Judy and have her share a little bit, because she has been, Judy and I met in another company, and this is the beauty of this business. It's a relationship business. We fell in love with each other and we wanted to work together, and that company didn't make it, that we were with. And so, well, actually several. When the chocolate company, it was a healthy chocolate company. Can you imagine marketing healthy chocolate? It was actually really, really fun. But we've been looking for years, and we, as Gregory says, dug a lot of dry holes. I say kissed a lot of frogs, tried a lot of different companies until we found home with LifeWave. So Judy, I want to turn it over to you.
Thank you, Robin, my sponsor, my dear friend. Oh my goodness.
Let me
And could I be a co-host so I could share the screen?
Yes, let me make you a co-host and spotlight you also.
All right, thank you.
Okay, and hold on here. I'll make you a co-host. So you may share. Good morning.
Good morning, good morning. Well, I want to follow along with what you mentioned about if you're talking, you're pointing to a tool. So I invite all of you to join me in discovering the profession of network marketing, because that made all the difference for me. I fell in love with this business model where cooperation and contributing to one another was a great equalizer, really. So here we are on liveyoungersuccess.com, and I have opened this page under library, network marketing. And lo and behold, there we have Making the Shift by Darren Hardy, a number of videos that Robin and I both selected and feel are crucial for understanding the profession. And then about the 4 beliefs of success, but I'm scrolling down further. Michael Klaus talked about the 3 rules of 3. I think you will enjoy that if you come back to this page and look at it. But here we are at the history of network marketing. This is an article by Greg Stewart. And when I first joined the profession, it was because a friend called me and said, "Hey, Judy, are you willing to do you want to earn more money than you ever dreamt was ever possible in your entire life?" And of course I said, yes, who's going to say no? And so I was introduced to it from the business aspect. And then my sponsor quit 2 weeks after I joined, and I went to hotel meetings at that time before the internet. And 1/4 of the presentation at these hotel meetings, Robin, as you probably remember, was about the profession of network marketing. And that's where I learned about this profession. And I think understanding the depth behind what we have, the last bastion of free enterprise, makes a difference when people are a little squeamish about network marketing. Is it one of those pyramid things? However, as Robin, you may have found, I know I have, the deeper my belief in network marketing, the fewer people resist it and don't say, what is it? They just feel my authenticity and my depth of belief. But this comes from studying. So I'm not going to read it all for you, but please come to this section, the history of network marketing. Number 2, the pioneers way back in the 1940s, California Vitamins realized, they discovered, is this large enough for you to be able to read, Robin?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So the company discovered it was easier to create a sales force of a lot of people who each sold a small amount of product than it was to find a few superstars who could sell a lot of products. And they combined these two ideas and designed a sales compensation structure that encouraged their salespeople to invite new representatives from satisfied customers, most of whom were family and friends, who each have the same right to offer the product and representative status to others. The sales force grew exponentially. The company rewarded them for the sales produced by their entire group or network of sales representatives, and voila, network marketing was born. And a few years later, they changed it to their name to Nutrilite Food Supplements. Gregory, you're welcome to jump in on this. I know you know this history because you know Greg Stewart personally. And then Shaklee, Dr. Forrest Shaklee, was the second company to join this business structure of network marketing. We all know about Shaklee. And then along came American Way of Marketing Products, Amway. And Amway has received a fair bit of bad press over the years due to a few zealous distributors with the company who would they were told to not explain things, you know, and it became misinterpreted into keep it an absolute secret. So therefore, Amway distributors were inviting their friends for dinner, and for dessert, out came the flip chart and the business presentation. Needless to say, people were not pleased with that approach. But I want to scroll down to the last thing here that I want to bring to your attention, because in 1974, Senator Walter Mondale declared such companies as network marketing to be the nation's #1 consumer fraud. And in 1975, the FTC filed suit against Amway. So I am always a big proponent of Amway, alleging that the company was an illegal pyramid and that its refusal to sell its products in retail stores constituted a restraint of trade. And here's the point I'm coming to, but there's a lot of meat in this article by Greg Stewart. Amway spent 4 years and millions of dollars in legal fees to clear its name. In 1979, the FTC ruled that Amway was not a pyramid, that its revenue was generated from the sale of its product, and the FTC acknowledged network marketing as a legal and efficient distribution system. And thus it is, we have so many network marketing companies with people earning as much as they want to earn based on the sales of products in their organization. And my favorite book, one of my favorite books, is Your First Year in Network Marketing by the Yarnells. I like it because it's storytelling of all the holes that people fell into, as you described, Robin, and you laugh and you cry, and you just feel so much a part of people's stories. And on page
wonderful, Judy.
Last thing I'll just say from this book, network marketing is a great equalizer because it is built on attitude. And it was our attitude about life that had us connect initially when we met way back in the healthy chocolate business. Over to you, Robin.
Yay, Judy, that was wonderful. So for those of you that want to learn the history, it's an amazing article, and we support and invite every one of you to learn about it and realize that Gregory likes to call it the next evolution of the free enterprise system. And it's very exciting that what we have here is an opportunity with an equal playing ground for everybody, no matter what your background. It's available for anybody. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter where you come from. We have people on this call from all different kinds of backgrounds. Do you want me to do the spotlight again?
No, that's okay.
Okay,
'Cause I think
good.
you're gonna invite some
Okay,
other
good. Because
people.
I'm going to be
Yeah.
asking other people
Yeah.
to join. So we have people on this call that have many, many advanced degrees. We have probably the highest income earner on the call that didn't finish high school. Come on. That's Gregory. And some of you may not know that. So it is an
And in California, you didn't need to finish high school to go to college. I'll just point that.
and it's not, I don't remember who it was. Maybe it was Kiyosaki. He talked about going to school is not. I forget what his quote was. It has nothing to do with your success, your degrees, but it's all about what we do in our life. So what I want to do is have a few of you raise your hand that have resources that have really helped you learn. Like Judy shared the first year network marketing. Are there, and she also shared where you can find Darren Hardy and Jim Rohn, the philosopher of our business. And she kind of went through, the three rules is, Judy, you want to repeat what those three things are? 1, 2, and 3? They're all the same to be successful?
Yes. And once again, I am going to.
But we'll come back to you if you can't find it right away. It was, oh, I know what it is. It's work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business, because you are your business. That's the three things. Work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business. Work twice as hard on yourself as you do on your business. That's why I love the personal development part of this business. And those of you that have really embraced that are moving through the ranks. And we all have our own limitations. Whatever they are going to show up in this business. So I'd love a few of you to raise your hand. What are some of your favorite resources to learn about this profession? And I know Lavelle is on here, and Lavelle is one of the greatest students of this business that I've ever come across. He, leaders are readers, leaders are note takers. This man is incredible. We always get amazing words of wisdom. Are you with us, Lavelle, to share a few of your gems briefly? You were
And
there.
Robin, I'll come back and share those three things later. I forgot I didn't have my camera on to do the share.
That's okay.
So we can do
Okay.
that later.
That's great. Okay, who wants to share your favorite books or audios? Raise your hand, unmute your line, because this is going to help a lot of you understand where to go. Jim Rohn, you can go on YouTube and search Jim Rohn, ROHN, and get a plethora of wisdom from that man. He's brilliant at understanding. So Anne has her hand up. You want to share?
Thank you. I mean, I want to share that, I've been a nurse for a long time. And when I first started, it's almost 20 years now that I've been in network marketing. But I remember when I first started, I didn't understand. And I was one of those people, and I'm sure a lot of you here on the call were one of those people that had been cornered by an Amway representative. And I knew that I didn't want to do that kind of business. But I also had a brother-in-law who was very, very ill at the time and had almost monthly was in the hospital 2 or 3 times, spending a lot of time in bed. And this particular company that we got involved with helped change his life. So I wanted him to also make a little bit of money because nobody would hire him. And he was pretty young still, but he had severe, severe back injury from a car accident, and nobody wanted to take that responsibility. So I said, you know what? Where there's a will, there's a way for you to be able to pay for these products, number one, and to make some money. So that's kind of why we got started. And the very first book we read together that made a significant difference for us was The Compound Effect. And that's by Darren Hardy. And I remember reading that book with him, he and I together, and we said, okay, we can do this. Small steps, moving forward, consistency, doing it every single day. We can move up. And Ravelle just shared the book. Ravelle, you want to show it again? There it is, The Compound Effect by Darren Hardy. And it was that book. And I have to tell you that my husband was not a support system for me doing this business, because he had that push with with that company I just mentioned. And he was like, no, I don't want you getting involved with this. He pushed back over and over again. And I just kept moving forward. I had a mission and I was going to get it done. And it's been the best decision of my life, truly. All these obstacles I've came across. All of the learning, personal growth, development has been amazing in this company. I mean, I would never have dreamed that I would be in the position I am in today, being a presidential director for this company, LifeWave. And for the first time ever, my husband is not pushing me away from doing this business. So that has been a godsend. And my brother-in-law is in the best health he's ever been and is making more money than he's ever made his entire life. So stay with
That's
it.
an amazing story. Thank you so much, Anne, because Anne embraced it. You know, there was a need, and, you know, look what happened to her life. And Anne's on her way to SPD. She's become an amazing leader and community builder and educator. I mean, we are so blessed to have Anne Amoro in our community to share. And I mean, and coming from a background as being a healthcare practitioner, it's a new muscle. And that's what I say to our practitioners. You've got to understand when you're the expert, when people come to you for nutritional counseling or, you know, whatever it may be. I've been talking to a concierge doctor as a possibility. We're pursuing this. And, you know, I've worked with a lot of our practitioners. When you wear the hat, that's the expert, because someone comes to you and needs your skill and knowledge. And when you take the hat off to build your business and point to the tools. So we've Sunshower and Linda. Oh, goody. Linda's with us today. Another practice. So Sunshower, why don't you go unmute your line? And then we'll have Linda.
Morning, everybody. Well, I love network marketing, knew nothing of it. 2001, I was introduced to this whole concept, and I really was very confused by the whole thing. But I had a very strong mentor, and one of my most favorite books, and it's not talked about much, is called Questions Are the Answer. So I put it in the chat. Learn to ask questions and learn to listen, folks. We want people's stories about what they're going through. So then we hear what's going on in their mind and their heart. And then we can come back with a response. And we better be pointing to a tool.
Love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I want to acknowledge Sunshower. She is an amazing student. I have seen her, I've witnessed her transformation as she has dug in, been diligent, done her homework, and she just keeps blossoming and blossoming. So you are a living example. Dr. Linda.
Hi, guys. I'm so excited to be here and share a little bit and say that it is a totally different muscle than being a doctor. Oh my goodness. And I'm trying hard to be able to put on the cap of being a network marketer. And one thing I find is different people build different ways. And Fraser Brooks has been helpful to me as I've been trying to build with social media. And he gives away a lot of free stuff. And in fact, right now, I'm going to put it in the chat. He's got a free content creation mastermind thing going on. If you go to that, you can see like free content from him. And so I feel like he's been very helpful in helping me learn the muscle. And then I'm listening to a book right now called Recruit Your Way to Six Figures by Bob Sperry, which it just tells all these inspiring stories of people who have gone from really, you know, some people have gone from being homeless to being top leaders in their country, in their company, and they have just transformed their lives, and they give great tidbits. So you could even listen to a single chapter and get something that you could bring to your organization. So it's been fun and helpful to me. And honestly, this group, what an amazing wealth of leaders are here. It's just so inspiring to be with this bunch. So.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing. And, you know, Dr. Linda's an MD, and look she's become a student, and she did put the link in there. And I hope everyone's going through the chat because other people are sharing resources in there. So please get through the chat. Thank you, Dr. Linda. Okay, Helen, you're next.
Hey, thanks. You know, I got to see Jim Rohn speak one time in Denver, and he tells the story of the law of sowing and reaping. I highly recommend you look that up because it's very powerful, quick and easy, and life-changing when you understand it. It's keep on sowing. The birds will get some will land on non-fertile ground, but eventually you'll get that right seed in the right place. And then gardening. Gregory and Robin, you talk about we're growing a garden, right? So that's it, planting the seeds. And he also says, discipline your disappointments. And that was a good one, because there will be disappointments and it's okay. Some of them will, look pretty good and then they'll fall away, all those kind of things. Now, the one that made me change my mind about network marketing was brilliant compensation. I highly recommend it. It's older, but you really get the, importance of network marketing. So those are a couple that affected me. Plus Robert Kiyosaki getting that quadrant. If you ever have seen that quadrant, you know what I mean. But go look up Robert Kiyosaki and the quadrant. Those would be great tools for you.
Beautiful. Would you put those in the chat also for people, Ellen? Because you shared a whole bunch of great wisdom there, and I want everyone to be able to glean it because leaders are readers, leaders are learners, and I have a whole bookshelf of network marketing books, a whole bookshelf just devoted to those books, and I have learned so much. And there's such great stories. Early on when we were doing 30 Minutes of Wisdom, we had Janine Finney on, who wrote the Flip Flop CEO, which I give to people because it's so simple and it just documents piece by piece, 10 or 12 different things of what our profession is about. And earlier, Judy shared, what happened to Amway in the early days. It kind of tricked people, and people don't like to be deceived, to show up at a private meeting and see circles on the wall, on the whiteboard. And so it gave our profession a not good perception, and we get to be the models of how different it is. And part of what Gregory and I are about at our business, Enlighten Networking, is to help shift the perception of our profession, because a lot of people just, they have a judgment, but they don't know why, or they had a bad experience. And I say to people, what if this was different than your past experience? Okay, any other comments from anyone before we, no, that was Helen.
Oh.
Yeah, anyone else want to share any of your, there's some great things, my leadership network with Jeffrey Gamble. I want to share what Janet said in the chat, because I unless you want to say it yourself, Janet, you want to unmute and share?
Go ahead, Robin.
Well, in the chat, Janet said, making this shift recording helped me shift from a corporate mindset to understanding the value of network marketing. We need to help our people with that perspective. And that is so true. It's a shift. Okay, Allie, we're going to finish up with you. Go for it.
I've been trying to find it. Somebody had put up a video, a short video about a scam, a cartoon, and I thought it was fabulous for people who get it. I got that from my son.
So someone I know, Ravel, I think she put it up yesterday. If someone says, is this network marketing? Is this a pyramid scheme? There is a totally delightful animated video that is brilliant that you can share with people. And we'll see if we can put that in the chat.
We should play it.
And maybe we should play it. Well, maybe we should. Does anyone have quick access to it? I know Ravel's busy looking.
I'll find it.
I love it, Ravel. She is our master at resources. This woman puts her fingers on things quicker than anyone. And Sarah said, let's see, Sarah said, my favorite sources are these business calls, so real and so to the point and so helpful. And we invite each and every one of you to be proud of being a professional networker. When someone asks, what's your profession? I'm a professional networker, and be proud, because what Judy said earlier, when you have your belief in this business, you're not going to be attracting people that don't have the belief. If you are edgy, guess what? You're going to attract people that, oh, that's a pyramid scheme. And And I know when people have judgment, they just don't understand. And years ago, I did an interview with Dr. Nicholas and Dr. Joan, and she comes from a business financial perspective. She gave loans to businesses, and at first she judged it. And then she decided to become a student, and she was like in awe of what this business model is as the next generation, the next generation in the free
Free
enterprise
enterprise system.
system. And so she fell in love with the business model. And okay, finally, you got your hand up, Lavelle.
On, Robin. It looks like they posted it in the chat, the video that you're talking about.
Okay, we'll play the video right after Lavelle shares briefly, because he's always got great wisdom, being one of the best students I've ever come across. Go for it, Lavelle.
Oh, goodness. Thanks, thanks, Robin. One of the best students. I appreciate that. Wow. So I was sitting here thinking, but I had to step away. But this is my favorite book, and I don't know if people this is my favorite book. Think and Grow Rich. Did someone already mention that or no?
No.
Not yet.
Okay. So I love what they talk about 3 feet from gold in this book. You just don't know, your success may be right around the corner.
Mhm.
If you quit, you might have just went right around the corner and had the success that you've been looking for. So don't quit. That's the key. And they said in 3 feet from gold in this Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, that what you have to do when you find that you got stuck, you need to bring in an expert. That's why I'm so big on having a mentor. We call it being a copycat. All you have to do is find someone like Greg and Robin and copy them because they're the cats. Thanks for letting me share.
Thank you, Lavelle. And, he mentioned find a mentor. If you want to speed up your process, find someone that you share values with that has been successful. And many years ago, I did that. And 4 years after someone told me that great piece of wisdom, I married him. So there he is. So we're going to finish up with the video, and I'm going to let Gregory take over. Thank you, everyone, for being with us.
And Miss Jade married me.
All right.
There you go.
There you go.
I must have been copying something, Robin.
Jay said she must have been copying something. All
Okay,
right,
Greg,
thanks so much.
play the video. It's
I'm going to try.
My job's
okay. Just
Okay, so let's
share screen.
We're going to go to share screen, and we'll see if this works.
Yep, there it is.
And there it is.
Okay,
Okay,
enjoy this and make sure you get the link because you're going to want to watch this and you're going to want to share this with people.
Okay, so
I
let
go
me-
to the beginning. What's loading? Okay.
I have decided that my job sucks, the economy sucks, and the only way things are going to get better is if I do something about it.
What are you going to do?
I'm going to build a network marketing business.
What is network marketing?
A network marketing company allows you to build your own business by creating a group of distributors and customers that consume the products sold by the company.
That sounds like one of those pyramid things.
What do you mean by pyramid things?
One of those things where the only people that make lots of money are the people at the top.
You mean like the company you work for?
But don't you have to get in early to make any money?
Actually, in a good network marketing company, you can make more money than the people above you if you are more productive.
Are you sure it isn't a pyramid scheme?
Yes.
How are you so sure?
A pyramid scheme is where you make all of your money by recruiting others and there is no product or service being exchanged.
It still sounds like a pyramid scheme.
In a legitimate network marketing company, you make most or all of your money from people using the products.
It still sounds like a pyramid scheme.
In what way?
Because when you draw it out, it looks like a pyramid.
How is that relevant?
It just seems like a pyramid scheme.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the company you work for, what shape would it be?
A pyramid.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the church you go to, what shape would it be?
A pyramid.
If you were to draw out the organization chart of the Girl Scouts, what shape would it be?
A pyramid.
Are you understanding my point?
Yes. I had no idea there were so many pyramid schemes out there. Do you really think you can make money with your pyramid scheme?
According to the U.S. Department of Labor and the Direct Selling Association, with the same time and effort, I'm 5 times more likely to earn over $100,000 in network marketing than at my life-sucking job.
Yes. I hate my job too. That is why I play the lotto every day after work. 16, 22, 84 baby.
Maybe you should start your own business also instead of completely leaving your future to chance.
But I have heard people say negative things about network marketing.
Like who?
Like my brother-in-law.
Is he wealthy?
No.
Does he own his own business?
No.
Would you consider him a credible expert on the subject?
No.
Would you consider him a credible expert on any subject?
Not really. But why do some people say network marketing doesn't work?
For the same reason that some people think our government's Social Security program is sustainable. Total ignorance.
Are there any credible experts that support network marketing?
Have you heard of Robert Kiyosaki, the author of one of the top-selling financial books of all time?
No.
He is a big supporter of network marketing. He calls it the perfect business. Have you heard of Donald Trump?
Yes, he has funny hair.
He is also a big supporter of network marketing. Have you heard of Warren Buffett, the most successful investor of all time?
No.
He is also a supporter of network marketing.
And you think these people are more credible experts than my brother-in-law?
Yes.
I still think it sounds like a pyramid scheme.
Are you kidding me? Have you been listening to anything that I have said?
Yes, but I still think it is a pyramid scheme.
Can you please explain your argument?
I just think it is a pyramid scheme.
I think I'm going to leave now.
Wait. Aren't you going to try to recruit me?
No.
Why not?
I thought you said it was a pyramid scheme.
I did, but I think I want to join now.
I would rather shove thumbtacks into my eyes and walk into traffic than have an incompetent moron like you on my team.
Oh. Okay. Talk to you later then.
Not likely.
Okay, did everyone get entertained by that? It's just, it's so fun, and so I hope you copied it, and you could do a search on YouTube for network marketing pyramid scheme, and it'll show up. But I wanted to share, we're still getting.
Shut it off.
Oh, I didn't shut it off. I just shifted the screen. Sorry about that. Sorry. So, when Robert Kiyosaki was on a national television show, the host said to him, "If you went bankrupt, what would you do?" And he said, "I'd start a network marketing. I'd get involved in network marketing." And he said it's the best opportunity to leverage your time. And that was what the 4 quadrants were that were brought up earlier. So our invitation to you today and always is to continue to be a student of this great profession. And I want to thank Judy and everyone else that shared this morning and all of you that contributed in the chat. There's a lot of wonderful resources in the chat. So please, I hope you took notes. And if you need more help, we're actually working on putting a list of resources together to put in Live Younger Success for you also. So thank you, everyone. And we typically on Thursdays spend till the top of the hour with any kind of business questions, as this is the business chat. So does anyone have any kind of questions about anything related to the business, not product, business questions? If you have it, you can raise your hand, or if you have a comment about anything, unmute your line. Darlene, why don't you go, and then Lavelle.
Okay.
this morning in my email, I had one from corporate saying that because I have not been active in the last 3 years, they're deleting me as a brand partner.
I've heard I got several of those this morning from other people. You need to call customer service or just send them an email back saying this is incorrect. You know, I'm an active director. Yeah, I don't know what they did, but it says you've been inactive for 3 years. It's like something is a little screwy. So please write them back and say, give them your ID number and say you've been active every month since you started, okay?
It's a
Okay.
premature April Fool's.
There you go. Thank you. And others might see the same. I've
Yeah.
heard from several people already this morning.
Mhm.
Lavelle,
Just was asking, can we put that video in liveyoungersuccess.com?
I think that's a good idea.
Hey, thanks. That's it.
And make it easily accessible under the network marketing section, because it is totally fun, but quite poignant.
Mhm.
Yes, love it. Linda,
Hey, I have a question. I got a text from one of my team members who really needs the business to work for her. And she's working multiple jobs and she's overwhelmed. And and she's looking for, and I would like to give her something very specific that will help move her forward every day in a small way. And I'm not sure exactly what would be the best thing to tell her. She's so she needs to move forward quickly. And it needs to be something that doesn't take much time. And so that's that, any thoughts on what would be the best thing to direct her towards?
okay.
I'll cover that. I'd remind her that the products do so many great things except walk and talk. That's our job. And are you talking to new people every day? Are you following up with the people you talked to yesterday? And are you plugging those people into calls, Zooms, three-way calls, events? This is a contact sport. It's not magical, it's mathematical, it's a numbers game. And in my 35 years, when I've sat down to do diagnostics with people and say, the business isn't working, and when you really get down to it, they're not working, so are they using the InTouch app? Are they sending people to one of the quality websites like liveyounger.com? Are they engaging people? Are they piquing people's interest and pointing them to tools?
And I just want to add to that. Thank you, Gregory, is the quality of the people will make a difference. It's like people say, if you're, going to people in the, food line, they're not your best prospects, busy people that are successful. So really putting together that list and a quality list of the right people will make a huge difference, and being consistent.
And I would point her or him, I don't know, them, to step 2 on Live Younger Success, to just learn and embrace the daily method of operation. Those 4 simple steps that people should be able to learn, recite blindfolded at gunpoint, and do multiple times a day.
And everyone has nooks and crannies in their life.
That's right.
And if you use that 5-minute drive and make one phone call, it could change your life. So really, it's about leverage and getting a few good people that'll help grow her business. Yeah. And happy
Great.
to talk to you more about that later.
Thanks for asking. Who else might have a question or comment they want to share relevant to today's topic or anything?
Or anything
along
else about the business.
Uh-huh.
Robin
Oh.
and Gregory, Judy Joy put in the chat that she'd like to see the replay of this posted on Live Younger Success Library under network marketing. So what do you
Oh.
guess think? This would
I
be
think that's a great idea.
Sure.
Yeah, Judy, you and Liz are welcome to do that.
Okay.
And we'll add it in the newsletter on Monday too. This was a good call.
All right. Delightfully educational. I love it.
I think
Thank
if there's nothing else, we all are going to sing Robin happy birthday. Her birthday's tomorrow.
Okay, let's do it.
Oh, is it all fun?
It's like,
Although
happy
Juanita,
birthday.
I think
Who's gonna
Juanita has
start?
a hand up. I don't know if we want to.
Oh, Juanita.
Let's go to Juanita.
Hi,
Thank you,
good
Juanita.
morning. Thank you for this beautiful call. I have a
Oh, you're
question.
welcome.
So my husband and I are both brand partners. If we were to do the business together as one entity, how do we go about doing that?
That's a really good question. Now, anyone who starts now cannot have a spouse have a separate brand partner position, but you are grandfathered if you do. But if you want to change it, all you have to do is have him resign his position and do a name change. And there's a form from the company, call customer service. They'll send you a name change form and you can add him to your account. So he'll go online and send the email from his account that is registered with the company. You know, I, with his name, his ID number, terminate my brand partner position as of this date. So his position will get terminated and then ask for that name change form, fill it out, and he'll be on your account.
Okay, got you. Thank you.
You're welcome, Kim A.
Speaking of name change, when I signed up, I was told that I had to set my account up in the name that was on my credit card. And so my credit card says A. Camellia Jennings, but my user ID is CamAJ. So is it possible to change my name to Cam Jennings, even though my credit card is, I mean, I have a credit card in that name, but it's not my business credit card.
Yeah, that I think is some misinformation.
That was probably a new, poorly informed customer service
Yeah.
agent that told you that.
When you set up your pay portal, you have to be specific on things, but no, you can call customer service and they will help you with that name change also.
Cool, thanks.
You're welcome. Okay, I think we're done here. So, all right. We're done for the day?
Shall we sing?
Yes.
Let's.
Everyone on mute.
Let's sing. Let's sing. Let's sing. Let's sing.
We love you, Robin. We're going to sing to you.
Yes.
Who's a good
you
singer?
can lead it,
Michelle, are you
Michelle.
the great singer?
Okay. Happy birthday
birthday
to you.
Happy birthday
to you. Happy birthday, dear Robin.
Miss Robin.
Happy birthday to many more.
I got all the love. Thank you, thank
Love
you,
you,
thank you.
Robin.
Love you.
Happy
birthday.
We're glad
Enjoy
you were
your
born.
special day.
Have a good day, everybody.
Robin.
Have a great day.
Birthday.
Everyone.
Hi, great call.
Bye. Bye-bye.
X39 day.
younger every
Bye.
year.
Happy.
Go ahead, Jonathan.
Robin. Thank you, Gregory. Thank
Happy birthday.
Happy
It's selling birthday cakes.
Happy birthday.
Alice.
Is this a pyramid scheme?
Bye, everyone.
God bless.
Have a good day.
Bye.
Happy
Best
birthday,
pyramid
Robin.
on the planet.
Bye.